Welcome everybody. This is C-Mac, aka Next Level Bitcoin. We want to talk about Vidilook today, guys. Vidilook, I'm extremely bullish on Vidilook. It is unique. It's very, very different from what we've been through. This is no arbitrage. It's no trading, but yet we're still making 3% per day on our money and then some. But what makes it different than other programs? All right. Some of you guys will have questions, how are they making money or how are they making crypto? How would this benefit me? So this is me just taking a deeper dive into Vidilook. But first, we want to get this out of the way. A quick disclaimer, this information, this webinar is for educational purposes only. This is not investment advice, or I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone giving you my honest opinion of this program. Crypto income industry is risky. You should only invest the amount you can afford to lose. Past performance is not indicative of future results. And the number one tip alert, guys, is to get in the profit as soon as possible based on your own risk tolerance and goals. You want to start playing with house money as quickly as possible. So true. Who are they? Who started Vidilook? Who are the founders? The founders are all verified and viable. Brock Pierce. Brock Pierce was a child actor, did very well with his money. He's now a well-known entrepreneur in Silicon Valley, skilled in network security and cryptocurrency investment. He's the founder of the Bitcoin Foundation. I can go on and on about him, but one little nugget about Brock Pierce. He's a co-founder of Tether. If you have been in the crypto space for any period of time, you have used some USDT. Just know that this guy helped co-found Tether. I use USDT every day. So make no mistake, Brock Pierce is huge in this space. Balaji Srinivasan, excuse me if I've messed up the name. He's the chief technical officer. Graduated from Stanford University of Engineering, founder of Council, and Andreessen Horowitz, which is a venture capitalist company. So he also was the first chief technical officer of Coinbase. Sean Layden. Again, I can keep going on about this, but just Wikipedia these guys. You will see who they are. And David Wells, the unique thing about David Wells, he doesn't have the list of that, but he was the chief financial officer for Netflix for 14 years. And so you guys know what Netflix did, a blitzkrieg on Blockbuster and everything else. Now Netflix is having their own issues with all this competition. So again, he's a pioneer in that space, So this C-suite guys are powerhouse. They're a powerhouse group. So definitely enjoy to research these guys to know that, hey, they come from good stock. And this is the certificates: business license, certificate of status, registration. Ross Slovak or Slolak, and I'm maybe hacking these guys' names up. This gentleman was over Media Search Partners. He's the one that did the filing for the company. And I'm telling you, one thing that caught my eye, because you can go in and verify these with the states, but one thing that I seen that was just, great to my eyes, which this is from the state of California. The state of California has been tough on anything crypto because of so many people have gotten scammed and so forth. So to see this being filed in September of 2022 and approved and everything, that tells me a lot, because they do a lot in California of vetting out pretenders. And you can't even do business in California if you're not legit when it comes to crypto. So that was a great sign. But these documents are in California, not Colorado. A lot of the trading sites, a lot of the documentation for the arbitrage sites have all come from Colorado. And then they have all been, well, I cannot say all, let me retract that, but most have been scammed. but the documentation has been from Colorado. So again, you can go to California and verify these guys. They are legit. So that again, excellent to see. Now, check this out. This happened in May 4th of 2022. Remember what I said, California has been real big on really helping the consumer, the people in California, because so many people have been scammed in a lot of crypto. And crypto can do so good, but yet there's so many folks out there, or so many bad apples that have tried to scam people and have scammed people out of their money. So California has booted a lot of people, a lot of companies out. Good or bad when it comes to crypto. But look what Governor Newsom did. Signed a blockchain executive order to spur responsible Web3 innovation, grow jobs, and protect consumers. California become the first state, let me get my pen, my laser pointer. California becomes the first state in the nation to begin creating a comprehensive and harmonized framework for responsible Web3 technology to thrive. This is huge. They're doing their own vetting process to make sure these companies are taking care of the people, make sure the technology is right, because this is in Silicon Valley. The executive order aims to create a pipeline of talent for the emerging industry and utilize the technology for public good. I'm going to go down here and read this. California is a global hub of innovation, and we're setting up the state for success with this emerging technology, spurring responsible innovation, protecting consumers, and leveraging this technology for the public good, said Governor Newsom. Too often, government lags behind technological advancements, so we're getting ahead of this curve on this, laying the foundation to allow for consumers and business to thrive. Huge, huge, guys. So when we know that rules and regulations are coming down the pipe, but in California, with this executive order, this is what's telling me is that Vidilook is a company that is going to thrive in this space, right? Because you have you have the backing of the government, so or the governor in that state. So they want the Web 3.0 innovation. They want to grow jobs in this space utilizing crypto. That is huge. Now, let's talk a little bit about Vidilook. In 2021, Vidilook received a $90 million Series A funding from Sequoia Capital. Sequoia Capital is a huge, more like a venture capitalist lending company. And then KC Corporation, which that's Kadokawa Corporation. They're out of Japan. So it says, Vidilook Tech Inc., a technology-based blockchain media company strategically invested by Sequoia Capital and KC Corporation and founded in San Jose, Silicon Valley, specializes in blockchain plus new advertising media. This is going to be huge. I'm going to read a little bit more. With 2-year efforts of 189 engineers, Vidilook has created a global ecosystem of Vidilook, ground on features of blockchain such as openness and transparency, peer-to-peer transactions, smart contracts, and decentralization. Advertisers and traffic are seamlessly linked up, taking out the middleman. Well, who are the middlemen? Television, radio, anything that involves, because just think about it, those commercials, people have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just to put a 2-minute, 3-minute commercial out. So if you take out the middleman, now you have the advertiser and the traffic, which is the consumer. There is no more middle person. We're gonna take it a step further. The traffic platform secures the accuracy of advertising and enables direct profit to individual traffic. Now, this part is going to get huge. I'm going to show you where you and I come in. Now, this is a little bit about the Kadokawa Corporation. All right. Vidilook's revolutionary blockchain and new media technology received huge support from the world-renowned media company. Guys, the core team of Vidilook is originally from the Kadokawa Corporation. Kadokawa. As one of the largest media groups in Japan, Kadokawa's corporation stock value is 375 billion yen, which is basically 2.77 billion USD. with famous new media such as Nakanoco under its command, relying on its powerful operation capacity, Kadokawa Corporation initiates a reform for blockchain and new media. Guys, Vidilook has the backing of a major companies, all dealing with media, advertisement. And this is all over the world. No wonder that how Vidi's success is going to be huge. I mean, if you can only see what I see, right? Because why? Because this is $1 trillion market. $700 billion. It says the global advertising industry reports a traffic flow of exceeding 700 billion US dollars per year. Per year. That's an untapped market for you and I, the consumer. Why is it untapped market? We don't get, we watch advertising. We never get paid from it. Example, such an uptrend prodigious amount has made Google, Facebook, and Amazon. They have tapped into it. 700, think about that, 700 billion. Now it says traffic has made global internet giants such as Google, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. All these guys are making money. But let's talk about the actual revenue. Now we just talked about 700 billion. Google's revenue amounted to 279 billion US dollars. Google's revenue is largely made up of advertising revenue, which amounted to 224 billion. Did you just see? This was in 2022. Do you see the 700 billion US dollars is in advertising? Google was 224. That is well over a third of the total amount of advertising dollars. We're not even talking about TV and radio. Google. Now, when the last time Google sent you a check for visiting their site? When the last? I mean, because think about it. Are you an employee of Google? Because I'm on Google every day. Matter of fact, it's the search engine I use. I will go anywhere and type in Google just to be on that search engine. It never dawns on me that all those ads that are popping up that I'm seeing that I might choose to buy, Google is benefiting from that. Every $224 billion. Then look at Facebook. I don't get on Facebook as much, but I check it every now and then, you know. But then, according to, let me check this out. According to the recent financial report by the parent company Meta, you know, Facebook changed their name to Meta. Facebook ad revenues in 2022 hit $113 billion. Okay, that's another part of that 700 billion. Facebook. It's the second straight year Facebook's ad revenues has surpassed 100 billion. We're on Facebook, we're updating, we're sending, you know, how the family's going, we're checking in with everybody, see how they're doing. We're not thinking that Facebook is making tons of money off of us. We are the traffic. We are the consumer. We're just in there just sending photos, nicey, this and that. We checking what's going on. But Facebook is making money. Second straight year has been over 100 billion. Amazon. How many of you shop at Amazon? How many of y'all own Amazon Prime? I know I do. You know, my wife, she shop at Amazon every other day. But did you know that Amazon reported 31 billion US dollars in 2021? Now, how many of those, how much of that money came back to you as a discount, as a, you know, anything of that nature? I'm not saying that we need anybody to give us anything, but I am saying that we have to be smarter because these companies came about, they're middlemen, and yet they're making a killing out here. Do you think any of those dollars hit your doorstep? If you've gotten paid from Amazon, Facebook, or Google, please send me some. Please send me you know, on YouTube. Just put a message in there, Chris. This is how you get paid. because I want to know, because I know I sure do put light fixtures in their buildings. I'm sure I pay somebody's salary. I'm sure somehow my household is helping these companies. Believe you me. Vidilook has signed more than 100 partners. Okay, so now enter Vidilook. Vidilook now has got agreements with Google Ads, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Yahoo, Twitter. Now, how is Vidilook, how are they doing this? All these companies are making money from ads, but why not you? Albert Einstein was quoted with the following: compound interest. We love compound interest. When we get on those trading opportunities or arbitrage, and I run those numbers, the spreadsheets, and I see that compound interest just continue to grow. But one thing about it, I always witness myself putting the funds in, but I never got to see them actually do any trading. But that's another story. But Albert Einstein was quoted: compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Now, I'm going to change that a little bit and say one might use the same logic here with Vidilook. Those that understand it earns from it. Those that don't will pay for it. Absolutely, because you're paying for it right now. Every time you get on Google, every time you get on Amazon and buy something, you might see something from an ad. You might purchase it. You're paying for it already. You're already paying for it. You're on Facebook. You're talking to your friends, this and that. You're paying for it. You are paying for it right now. So why not be in position to earn from it? That's where Vidilook comes in. But still, what is the reason for Vidilook to even be built? There's obviously, it's not to put money in your pocket or in my pocket. There's pain points out there. It's pain points. Now, when I saw this slide, I'm like, ugh, I'm seeing some wording, some different, overlook that. But what I found out, you have different, this is a global project, and with that, not everything is cookie cutter and clean cut. There may be some words and different things out of place. It might to you, but it might read perfectly for someone else in another country. So anyway, business pain points: inaccurate advertising, right? The opaque payment system. Okay, so why is that a pain point for them? Because it is. The payment system is not transparent on the business side, right? It's a complicated cross-border payment system. It's complicated. Why? Because financial transactions where the payer and the recipient are based in separate countries. 5 major challenges that they have is the cost, security, time, liquidity, and transparency. So the revenue is insecure. Things don't always happen like it should. So they're trying to fix it. Now, who is the business? Okay, the advertising agency. Who is the client? The client in this instance are the people who are doing the ads, the advertising agents, the people that get hired to produce, people who get hired to do the work. Well, how are they having problems? Well, they have no access to ownership. People can come in and just steal their material. High threshold for infringement. That's mostly dealing with copyright laws. They have no access to benefit from premium content. Those are issues and problems that they're having currently in the industry. How can Vidilook solve that? Vidilook tackles industry pain points with blockchain technology. Okay, those of you know about the blockchain. Blockchain is all dealing with transactions that cannot be stolen. Once it's there, it is on there. Period. What is currently in the blockchain technology is decentralization. It enables peer-to-peer cross-border transactions between advertisers and individual traffic. There's a smart contract in play. Complete the independent transaction between the advertiser and individual traffic. The advertiser sets the advertising fee, automatically run by the smart contract. Users watch advertisements and the income is automatically credited to the account. That's a win-win for everyone. Now, Ventejas, if I'm pronouncing that right, it just basically means advantages. The advantages are it's anonymous, anti-theft. I can't say enough about that one because a lot of, and this is dealing with what the blockchain is able to do within this space. It prevents anti-theft when done correctly. But this is a scamming proof opportunity that we have in Vidilook. You have to have agreements in place. You have advertising dollars, which we're going to get into in a few minutes, that are being paid into Vidilook. You have an open and transparent opportunity, smart and efficient, intermediary free. That's huge. Why? Because there's no middleman. Again, this is bringing the advertiser, the ads to the consumer. And in our case, the ads to the consumer / investor. And we're all benefiting and making money from it. Huge, huge, guys. Now enter VDL. VDL token. VDL coins ecological value analysis. VDL is the only payment token in the Vidilook ecosystem. Perfectly address the problem of global cross-border payment, which that's a pain point that's cured. Integrate global advertising payment and build a universal payment trust bridge between advertisers and individual traffic to escort both advertisers and individual traffics and complete automatic transaction settlement. I know that's a mouthful. That's basically saying that that coin, that VDL coin, allows all parties to get paid. It cures the cross-border payment, people from in different countries. The payment is there. It just solves a lot of the issues and problems, not to mention this is a coin, the way that it's structured, that is taking off. Now, someone who's been in for a short period of time, I've seen growth. I can go back and check out history of this coin, and I've seen growth that is just amazing. We're going to look at some right now. Here is VDL on February 1st. February 1st, it was at 20 cents. Okay, it hadn't been out for but a couple of months. This whole project ain't been out for a couple of months, but that coin is now 20 cents. Now, on March 1st, which is today, if I look here, actually it's on here, it's 31 cents. It's about to be 32 cents. This just got started a few months ago. This stock is rising due to the number of ads being watched per day. The more ad watchers, the more VDL will rise. Just remember that. The more people who watch the ads, the more VDL will rise. The more VDL rises because we come in with USDT, TRC20. They pay us in VDL. If we have, now I've been told, if we have a stock, if we have VDL, let's say we have 1,000 shares of VDL, and we just let it stay on the platform for 3 months. I've been told that it's possible that 1,000 VDL may be 9,000 in the end of 3 months. The growth is really, really, really taking off. There's no telling where we're going to be in 6 months or a year with this. Vidilook token VDL distribution mechanism. Now, I studied this a little bit. There's only 100 million in circulation. Now check this out. Watching ads and mine 30%. Through the first round of private placement by advertisers, it is placed on the market and generated by each user watching advertisements and mining. Now, as I've done a little digging, the advertising companies have purchased around 30% of that 100 million, right? This is the advertising companies paying, they're paying into it to now I don't have, because this is not a presentation for folks to come in. This is just me doing a deeper dive. So when an individual comes in and buys a package of $50 in 150 500, or 1,500. Each one of those have a time limit, meaning that if it's $50 for 2 months, every 33 days they're going to pay. You will have made $50, right? And so after 66 days or 2 months, a little over 2 months, you will be paid out $100, which will have paid and completed that subscription out. Okay, now the same thing with when it comes to the 150, that's going to be for 3 months. They're going to pay out 150 for 3 months, 500 for 4 months for 2,000, and then 1,500 for 5 months for 7,500. But how they're able to pay us the 2, 3, 4, and 5 times, the advertisers have bought into VDL 30% of that 100 million VDL, right? So they're using those funds to pay us out to 2, 3, and 4, and 5 times. So there's advertising companies that have paid into the project. That part is huge. We're watching the ads. It could be Coca-Cola, Pepsi. I've seen some in different languages. This is a global opportunity. So anyone can come in here, but just know that there's funds that are coming in from the advertising agency. Okay, so things that we have been in before, I've only seen us have something to lose. I've never seen the companies that we get into having equal something to lose here. So I like that part. Now, 20% is going to community promotion and reward, right? So then we get to the staking. The stake mining is 20% as a proof of stake, right? And so what is the proof of stake? It just allows owners of the cryptocurrency to stake coins and create their own validator nodes. Staking is when you pledge your coins to be used for verifying transactions. Your coins are locked up while you stake them, but you can unstake them if you want to trade them. All right, that's the proof of stake. So 20% is going there. Then 15% is going to the fund the company. Okay, but the key thing is their position is locked for 2 years, and then they'll release 15% of the transaction. The technical operation team, 15% is going to them, but it's locked for 2 years. They can't spend it. All right. Now, why would they lock their tokens? Because ours is not locked. The lockup period is pre-planned span of time, usually following a token set when the token holders of the cryptocurrency project are prohibited from selling their tokens. The lockup period helps projects avoid liquidity problems while they are still in the process of strengthening their supporter base. That's all that's going on. They're just strengthening the base, guys. They are preventing liquidity issues, keeping making sure that there's plenty to go around. And you can see the growth when we go back and look at these slides. You can see what they're doing is working. We're just continuing. I mean, every day this thing is going up more and more. That is huge. Excellent game plan, guys. Now, this shows Bitcoin. Now, and you got to look at this. Bitcoin has risen more than 20 million times in 10 years. Guys, 20 million times. Now, I'm going to share something with you and show you the genius of VDL. Users with more than 1 BTC, there's over 100,000 people, 100,000 users. BTC real active users, there's 1 million. And total users of BTC, there's 30 million. So taking Bitcoin as an example, among some of the 30 million users, active users for 1 million, and more than 100,000 have more than one account. That supports the market value of Bitcoin of hundreds of billions of dollars. The value of a single Bitcoin exceeds 10,000. Now, what does that have to do with anything with VDL? I'm going to explain why. Remember, the purpose of why Bitcoin was created in the 2008 global financial crisis. The world's first digital cryptocurrency was proposed. It was introduced as a peer-to-peer transaction to take place, eliminating the need of financial authority or intermediary, a middle person, meaning the bank. being the first truly decentralized commercial system of its kind. When it first came out, oh man, I remember it was 2 cents. It was just, Bitcoin was just, I'm like, it was a fad. You never thought that it would grow to what it's grown to. Even with all the issues and problems that it's had in the crypto space, Bitcoin is not going anywhere, nor is crypto. Every major company is producing, or they're either in a pilot phase, research phase, they are in a phase of building the digital dollar. It's coming. You can't stop it. It's coming. It is going to shake up. If you are currently still on fiat, which is whatever currency that you're in your country, and that's all you deal with, it is going to be an eye opener for you to know that your governments are all working to form their own digital dollar because of how effective Bitcoin was in the marketplace. It is never going, they can knock it down, they can do whatever they want to. Crypto is here to stay. So, that being said, you can say 90% of the people, now I'm going to tell you how VDL comes in. 90% of the people on earth have access to a TV, radio, and internet. Imagine that traffic coming to Vidilook to watch ads and growing the VDL and getting paid by it. You're doing what you're doing anyway. VDL could possibly surpass Bitcoin's worth. Well, how is that possible? There are tokens out there. There are tokens, stock, that are worth far more than Bitcoin, far more. But in the crypto space, VDL, when you look at the concept of why it was built, the peer-to-peer transactions, to eliminate the need of the financial authorities. Well, that's decentralization. We have that. We've been running that for some years now. So enter VDL, Vidilook. Now we have the opportunity to come in with a small investment, $50, $1,500, $500, $150, and make far more than we ever could just by watching a few ads. Why is that attractive? Because we're doing something that we're doing anyway. When we go to Facebook, when we're on our phones, literally just press and play, watching ads and making money. Who wouldn't want to do that? Everyone I know would want to do something like that. So just think about the amount of people all over the world having more access to Vidilook, and it's growing and growing. And VDL, that token grows as people start watching ads. The number just continue to grow. Next thing you know, we're no longer 30 cents. Now we're $30. Now we're $300. It's just going to continue to grow, and you have access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of VDL, right? Getting paid. The VDL, it takes off. Next thing you know, the VDL is $10,000, and you're sitting on a few million VDL. It can get crazy. And something on my voice. Excuse me. Excuse me. But that is my point. I want you guys to see that vision of what VDL can do and where it's headed. Why they put this slide up, because again, we're just only talking about one sector, but just understand that this thing could be huge. The longevity is there. Guys, that is all that I have when it comes to Vidilook tech. You basically watch ads, earn VDL coins. Everyone is a viewer. Everyone is a viewer. Huge, guys, huge. If you are watching my presentation, please like and subscribe to the video. If you'd like to hear more about my contact, hit the notification bell. Anytime I come out with something, you will get a ding to let you know it's out there. Guys, I implore you to look at Vidilook now. Don't wait. because you're losing money if you wait. I got up this morning, I watched my ads, made whatever make. I have access. I can pull funds off. You can pull funds off once a day. You have access to your funds, pay your bills, bring it home, do whatever. But this is a wonderful program, and I'm extremely bullish because just by the information I'm looking at, I can see Vidilook being around a long time, guys, a long time. This thing can help so many people all across the world. So the more people we get in, the more people have access to a Vidilook, the more we can get paid for our efforts. And guys, that's it. This is C-Mac, aka Next Level Bitcoin. Again, I will see you guys at the next appointed time. Thank you and have a wonderful day.